Welcome back, Kendall kids. This is February 22nd, a Monday. Mr. King coming back at you saying, welcome back from that week off. Today is going to be a great day. Today happens to be, out of all the days of the year, National Wildlife Day. And if you happen to actually know, National Wildlife Day actually usually happens in September, weirdly enough. But they changed it. It's Steve Irwin's birthday today, and they have since changed National Wildlife Day to fit his birthday after his passing. And so today is the day. So it's a day about celebrating wildlife, all wild animals. And if you're familiar with wild animals here in New York State, we got a couple that are pretty, normal to find. You might see those gray squirrels bouncing around, gathering nuts, and kind of, tripping up on the tree branches, eating their acorns. But there's also some really interesting animals that slink around a little bit harder to spot. Possums are a really big one in the area here. Groundhogs and gophers you sometimes will see. If you're really looking hard, you might even catch sight of a raccoon here and there. I actually saw one during daylight hours just a little while ago myself. And some of us even spied foxes as they crossed the road or some of the fields around us. But there's some more kind of exotic animals that you might even find in the wild here in New York, just ones that you don't see as much because they stay further away from population areas. One of my personal favorites is the cougar or mountain lion. They're really hard to spot, and they can be dangerous if you were to approach them, but are basically like to leave people alone, but are really beautiful animals. Another really, really cool one, if you actually want to see a rare wild animal and, be able to really see it, go ride down Route 96 and you will likely see white deer. We actually have them here in New York State, one of the few areas around. They're called Seneca deer, around Lake Seneca. So you head down Route 14, then over to 96, and you will check out these beautiful animals walking around in the wild there. You can spot them right off of the highway. It's really kind of a cool thing. They are a neat animal to see, but think about even closer to home around the lake here. We are starting to get, weirdly enough, bald eagles back. We have some that are in the Irondequoit Bay, some that are up in the Charlotte area, and even crazier than that, the osprey is back. It's a huge bird of prey, similar to the eagle in that way. It is starting to repopulate the area. And there's even a rumor of snowy owls starting to repopulate in areas down further south, closer to the city. So that's just really awesome to see. Really cool wild animals around. Got to keep your eyes peeled, get that camera handy. But one of the really neat ones right here at the lake that you could see very well likely this spring and summer is the Mandarin duck. Now, this is not a native duck to the area. And normally when we have non-native animals come in, we talk about the invasive species, they're messing up the food web. Well, weirdly enough, the Mandarin duck actually fits pretty well within our food web. So it is a non-native species to the area, but it is not actually detrimental to our local environment as far as we can tell. So, you might see this beautiful duck kicking around, and it is not native to New York, but it is a really gorgeous animal, and it's here to stay as far as we can tell. So let's put our hands over our hearts, find the flag in the room, and please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. All right, Kendall kids, let's talk a little bit about that food today. Today we have a PB&J sandwich with string cheese or mozzarella sticks with sauce, Texas toast, green beans, peaches, and milk. I gotta challenge you. If you're looking at that PB&J with the string cheese, and you say, I'm not really a big fan of string cheese, but then you say you like mozzarella sticks, I gotta let you in on a little secret. They're the same thing. So just keep that in your head when you're wondering about why you love mozzarella sticks so much. Anyways, today about the weather, well, guess what? Today it's going to be a little bit warmer, so we're going to get a little bit of that snow melt going on throughout the day. But there is some snowfall coming down right now, and it will continue sporadically through the day. We're looking at a high all the way up. It says 39 degrees. I had been reading a little bit lower, more like 36 to 38, somewhere in that range. So we're not going to be quite as warm as when the forecast was first put out here that I captured. But a very high chance of precipitation. We're going to get 1 or 2 inches of snow. It's going to be pretty wet stuff because of that temperature rising so high. Tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be the really, really warm days. We're looking at in the 40s again. That's crazy. But there will be some snowfall sporadically through that because of the colder temperatures at the higher altitudes where the snow is going to be forming. Wednesday, it's going to turn more to rain because of the temperature coming up even higher. And then Thursday and Friday will be kind of somewhere in the middle. Well, what does that mean for us? Well, it means that we are going to be dealing with a lot more of kind of that melting, wet, icically snow stuff going on today. And it's going to make the commute a little bit harder at the end of the day. But it also means that we maybe have the temperatures available for outside recess. We're not 100% sure on that because it's supposed to also be breezy today, and so the wind chill could bring it down lower. So you're going to have to actually get the final say from your teachers, but if they let you know that the wind chill is not predicted to be that high by the time we get to lunchtime, then looks like we might actually get a chance to be outside. Remember to always dress appropriately, be warm enough, make sure you have good weatherproof boots because it is going to be kind of sloppy and wet outside. So remember to have those on, and not to get yourself all wet before you come back in because you will be miserable for the rest of the day if that happens. Anyways, it's going to be a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. First day back at school since the break. Let's do that Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and if I don't get a chance to see you, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.